Okay, so Unit 4 review. First up, what process takes place in the ribosomes? So my ribosomes are my little organelles that are my protein factories. They are able to go from mRNA and read it into a protein. In case you forgot, mRNA to protein is known as translation. Okay, so what process takes place in the ribosomes? Breakdown of waste? Nah. Conversion of energy to sugar? Nah. Synthesis of proteins? Maybe. Replication of DNA? Nah. So synthesis means creation. So the creation of proteins would be the right answer. Number 2, which explains why energy is needed for active transport. So for active transport, we require energy. Typically, things go from high to low concentration. This happens with passive transport. With active transport, things go from low to high. Going from low to high is known as going against a concentration gradient. So which answer choice best describes this? They're positively charged. This has nothing to do with being positive or negative charge. Attached to proteins, okay, why does that say low to high against the concentration gradient? Ions are trapped. No. Ions move against the concentration gradient. That is our answer. Next one, meiosis. Meiosis is one of the 2 types of cell division. Meiosis ensures that each gamete meaning a sperm or egg cell, so we are producing our gametes, we are producing the cells that will make little tiny humans when they fuse, has blank chromosomes. So when we say that we get half from mom and half from dad, right? Half from mom is referring to mom's egg. Half from dad is referring to dad's sperm. A human, a grown adult, an adult, will have a total of 46 chromosomes. Ooh, misspelled chromosomes. Chromosomes. Can't even see it. Okay? So an adult has 46 chromosomes. If we get half from mom and half from dad, that means that we need to divide 46 by 2 to get how many chromosomes are from mom and how many chromosomes are for dad. That means that we get a total of 23 chromosomes from mom, so 23 chromosomes in an egg, and 23 chromosomes from dad, 23 chromosomes in a sperm. So the correct answer is that meiosis produces gametes that have 23 chromosomes for humans. Okay? This changes when we're talking about different species. So if it ever happens that they give you that an adult fly has, 6 chromosomes, how many does each gamete cell have? You just divide this number by 2, and you would say that each one has 3. So meiosis divides the number by half. Okay. Next up, DNA replication. When we talk about DNA replication, which by the way happens in the nucleus, we are talking about going from DNA to DNA. The base pairing for this is A goes with T, T goes with A, and curvy letter G goes with my curvy letter C. So I need to find the one that has these 2 things matched correctly. So let's see. A with T, G with C, T with A, C with G, A with T, T with A. This one checks out. A with C, nope. A does not go with C, so it's not that one. A with T, G with C, T with U. Why are there U's? We're only talking about DNA. U is only found in RNA, so it is not that one. And same thing here. U is only RNA, not that one. So my correct answer is A. Number 5. This cell most likely represents, we have plant cell, animal cell, or bacterial cell. A bacterial cell has no nucleus because it's prokaryotic, and no membrane-bound organelles. On this picture, I see a nucleus and I see a bunch of organelles. Therefore, it cannot be a bacterial cell. So I'm between a plant cell and an animal cell. I know that plant cells have cell walls for structure. So a plant cell is going to look very squared off, very structured because of the cell wall. And this one's kind of like looping around, kind of wavy. So this is probably an animal cell. All right, next up. The cell cycle has a resting period for cells to stop dividing called the GO phase, and it is represented here. So we have G1, S, G2 mitosis, and at right here, you can exit into GO. What could happen to cancer cells that are unable to enter the GO phase? So they tell us cancer. That should hint at the answer. But not right. That's funny. And because I know that this is a resting phase, if I am a cell and I can never rest, that means that I am always stuck in this cycle. And that means that I am constantly going through mitosis, which is cell division. And I keep dividing uncontrollably, constantly without stopping. So the correct answer is repeat the cell cycle without stopping. All right, number 7. I'm going to label all these structures. Number 1 is pointing at a big circle in the middle of the cell. That's probably my nucleus. Number 2 is pointing like a little bean thing with some zigzags in it. That's called the mitochondria. Mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. They make all the energy in the form of ATP. Number 3, these look like stacked pancakes. These are my Golgi apparatus. Number 4, I have some like weird hallways exiting the nucleus. This is my endoplasmic reticulum. Number 5, it's pointing at nothing inside the cell. So this is probably my cytoplasm, that jelly-like thing that helps cushion everything. And lastly, number 6 is pointing at the very outside of the cell. This is probably my cell membrane.